So you think you know who this person is, if this is a real story? This is an exclusive for the Daily Weekly. If you're a regular listener to our podcast, and if you've ever actually made it to the end, then you'll be all too familiar with the Not Yet Titled News, where we share some weird and wonderful news stories from around the world. But in this game, Rachel, we'll be testing your knowledge to see if you can spot the fake from the real news, because there's a lot of fake news going around lately.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm going to read out the headline, the date, and a little bit of the article, and all you've got to do is just tell me if it's real or fake. As simple as that.
Okay.
Do you think you can do it?
I absolutely can. I'm so good at this.
Good. Now, I was going to give you a prize, but I couldn't find one. So
Honestly, anything will be okay. Like, even, I don't know, like an elbow clink when we eventually meet.
That's a good idea.
An elbow clink, okay.
Elbow clink is up for the grabs if you get at least 4 correct. I mean, it's only... Well, I have high hopes for you. There's only 5 questions, but if you get 4 of them, you can win the prize.
You have high hopes for me, wow. Says how much you know me.
That is true. This is our first video together.
I know, and we're actually looking at each other. It's very intense.
I know. I can see you. You can see me. The camera can see me.
Oh my god, how many eyes are on us right now? Don't want to know.
I do feel I'm being watched from every angle.
Well, has to happen to everyone at some point, I guess. Even the cat's watching you. Oh
god, everyone's watching. With my fancy cue card, even though they have that old logo. I like to mix it up a little bit, you know, for variety.
Yeah, variety.
Right. Here we go.
Okay.
First one. First world problems. Avocado hand injuries plague middle-class Britain. This story is from the 10th of March 2017. And the article goes on to say, surgeons up and down the UK are facing growing numbers of patients with avocado hand, serious stab and slash wounds to the hand that occur when cutting the fruit's hard outer casing or removing the stone. One doctor encountering the issue 4 times a week, while staff at St Thomas's Hospital in London had become accustomed to the post-brunch serve.
You see,
so
right, I think this could be true because around 2016, 2017, everyone started going mad for avocado, didn't they?
They did.
It's still going on now. I'm actually allergic to avocado.
I don't think I've ever eaten avocado.
I just want to feed everyone I know with avocado because I can't have it. So I want everyone else to appreciate it for me because I love it so much. I just can't. My tongue swells up. So, but when I was a child, before I was allergic, I used to have avocado quite a lot. And I'm literally talking like 5, 6 years old. My mum used to let me cut up my own avocado and like skin it and that sort of thing. So I don't think you can get that injured. How have you never had avocado?
I haven't. I see it on Instagram all the time, but I've never eaten it.
It's so yum.
No.
Sad times.
Maybe I'll try it. So
should.
What do you think? Is it a real news story or is it a fake news story?
I'm going to say fake.
Oh, you got it wrong. It's actually real.
No, it's not. What?
Yeah.
What people are hurting themselves cutting up an avocado?
I don't
so
know,
soft.
but
They're probably doing it when it's not ripe. Because when it's ripe,
probably.
it's soft, like mango.
Come on, middle class
Come
Britain.
on.
What are you doing? With your avocado hand injuries.
They actually called it avocado hand injuries. That's just...
Yeah.
Right, so now I have to get all of the next ones correct for that elbow clink. No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. You got this. I mean, you've already let me down, but I'm sure you can redeem yourself.
Oh! Ouch! Ouch! Okay.
Getting the first one wrong? That doesn't bode well
nice.
Okay. Right. Grandmother wins local baking competition with Marks and Spencer cake. This is from 14th of June 2016. Her grandmother won her local baking competition at a village fete in Cornwall after entering a cake she'd bought from Marks and Spencer. Marge Lily, the grandmother, won the competition with an M&S cake and would have got away with it if it wasn't for a rival who discovered the box in the bin. Lily has now been banned from all further baking competitions.
Oh, I'm not surprised. So it happened in Cornwall.
It did.
Okay,
yes.
I feel like Cornwall's quite community orientated, shall we say?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so I feel like people would get very, very offended if somebody brought the Marks and Spencer's cake instead of making their own.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this one's true.
True. Is that your final answer?
Not with that face.
Well, you said it. It's too late now.
Oh, God, is it wrong?
Rachel, that was a fake
No,
news
it
story.
wasn't. I swear
I'm sure
somebody's done that.
Yeah, I'm sure they have, but this particular story involving Marge Lily on the 14th of June with her M&S cake is just not real. Although, if your name is Marge Lily and you did do this, let us know.
I want my elbow clink.
Yeah. Well, seeing as you can't get that prize, maybe if you get the next 3 right, we can think of something else.
Okay, cool.
Right, here we go. Number 3. Woman trapped in chimney of a man she met online. This is from the 20th of October,
Why does
2014.
It sound like something I would do?
Have you been up many chimneys before?
We actually have a chimney at home, and I did say to Mum, how do we clean a chimney without using a child? And she was like, Rach, come on, like, you know, you're nearly 20. I was like, I don't have a clue.
Well,
but it would be, you can so imagine it be something I would do where I'd be like, well, I can't pole dance, but you know what I can do? Shimmy up
the chimney.
Shimmy up your chimney. Oh, goodness. Okay, sorry. I'll let you press on.
The article goes on to say, you have to be careful who you meet online. Were the words of a man who had to have a woman removed from his chimney. The pair had been on a few dates, but the man had recently ended their relationship. He had spotted her on his roof before, but she had run away. However, this time she attempted to enter his home through the chimney and had gotten stuck.
There are some absolute nut jobs out there.
There are.
But can you imagine upsetting your ex, well, they weren't even girlfriend or boyfriend, but like your ex Tinder person? Imagine upsetting them enough that they crawl onto your roof and shimmy down the chimney to only then be removed.
What? I want to know more. I want to know why did they go to the chimney? What were they doing on the roof before? They thought about this.
I don't know, maybe it's... Have you ever had like a pigeon fall down your chimney or anything? Because that's happened to me a couple of times where it's just a pigeon like chilling out, having a great time, and then...
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in my bedroom there was an old fireplace and we had some work done and they found a dead pigeon. And, yeah.
Oh my god, how long had it been there?
We had no idea.
That is so sad.
Yeah. Rest in peace, pigeon.
Rest in peace, chimney pigeon.
Chimney pigeon.
I'm really trying to think about this one. Trying to think if a fully grown adult woman could shimmy down. So I know I said that I would give it a go, but I'm a relatively short, fully grown woman. I'm going to say it's false.
False.
Don't keep looking at me like that, because that puts the fear of God into me.
Rachel, you got it wrong again.
I'm so bad at this game. What is going on?
You know, I was worried these would be too easy.
Trust me. No.
Yes, this was a real news story. Oh,
A fully grown woman got into a chimney. Where did he live? Buckingham Palace?
I don't know. I need to do some research on these ones because I want to know more.
I want to know more.
But and that's why I don't like dating apps. Nothing to do with the fact I don't get any matches.
Ow. I
On to
felt
the next
that.
one.
Too relatable
Nothing
there.
like a bit of... Yeah. Man dressed as a Teletubby breaks into home, steals leftover Chinese food. This is from the 31st of October, also 2014.
Is this a local story?
Do you know someone who did this?
I feel like it's something someone we know would do. Or maybe you don't know them, but...
Oh. So you think you know who this person is, if this is a real story? This is an exclusive for the Daily Weekly.
It probably isn't. But I just know so many idiots. I think that's the word I'm going to use.
Hooligans.
Hooligans.
In their Teletubby costumes. Stealing leftover Chinese. So the article goes on to say, a man dressed in a yellow Teletubby costume was arrested after breaking into a house and stealing some leftover Chinese food from the fridge. The man had cut his hand breaking into a window to gain entry and was spotted putting the food in a black bag before leaving. Police later knocked on his door to find him still wearing the bloody costume, holding the bag.
Hang on, did you say bloody as like it was covered in blood, or like it's a bloody Teletubby costume?
I think the article meant it in the fact it was covered in blood, but I mean it in both
Why
ways.
would it be covered in blood? Like...
Well, have you ever cut your hand before? Sometimes there's more blood than you realise, you know?
That's... Can you imagine like a blood-soaked Teletubby?
It's on Halloween as well. This article came out.
Where is it set?
That's
Have you got the location?
Doesn't give me a location. So.
Okay, so because it hasn't got a location and it was released on Halloween, I'm going to say it's false because it sounds like something an English crackhead as opposed to an American crackhead would do. And only Americans really get hyped up enough to hire a Teletubby costume on Halloween. I don't think a Brit would bother. Unless his mum made it.
Rachel.
Oh, no! What did I say? False.
You said it was false, and I really thought you'd get this one right, but I'm afraid it's a real news story. And, you know, I loved the Teletubbies as a kid, and despite
I'm so
the
upset
crime,
with myself.
It's such an amazing story that it's something you laugh about. You have to laugh, I think. I mean,
Did that
the Teletubby
did that
person...
Teletubby get charged?
I'm not sure. It doesn't say. But they must have known the people, you know, because they went straight to the fridge to steal the Chinese, so they must have known the person, I would have thought.
Ran straight to the fridge, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They must have known where it was.
Yeah, I mean... Maybe it's the same girl that shimmied down her ex-boyfriend's chimney. She's like, I'm just so angry, I'm going to steal your Chinese.
Could be.
In a Teletubby costume.
There's
in a blood-soaked Teletubby.
There's a bigger plot to this.
Yeah.
There's a lot more going on than we realise.
There's a lot more to it, yeah. Are they all connected? Is that the real mystery here?
They could be. That's what we need to know. Right, here we go. Your next one. Construction.
Is this the last one?
We've got one more after this. So.
Okay. I clearly can't count.
You know what? I think I might have counted wrong too because I don't remember being this many. How many have I done? I thought it was just 5.
Someone needs to go back to school.
Yeah, hold on. I don't want to drop my cards. Oh dear, oh dear.
Hang on, I'll try and count with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 7.
7?
7?
Blimey.
You
was wrong.
outdone yourself.
Oh, I'm impressed. I forgot. Okay, on with this one. Construction worker found the next day after setting himself in concrete. This is from the 13th of January 2017.
I want it to be true.
A construction worker who fell waist deep in concrete at the end of his working day, was discovered trapped by his colleagues the next morning. Gary Hurst, 31, had fallen into the hole he was filling with concrete and wasn't able to pull himself out. A team of firefighters were called in to assist with the release of Gary, which took 2 hours.
I think I heard about this.
Yeah?
You're looking at me like from the depths of your brain. Like, did you make it up?
How clever do you think I am, Rachel?
Well, we seem to have the exact same thought processes on everything else. So I'm just gonna like rip the plaster off, and I'm gonna say true.
Well, they say sometimes ripping a plaster off is the best way to go because you got it wrong, so we can deal with the blow quickly.
I really thought you were gonna say it. I thought you said I was gonna be right.
Oh, I wish this was true. It's so
You know
good.
what's actually, I want it to be true, but do you know what's most depressing? I studied media, which obviously includes newspapers and magazines and that sort of thing, for like 5 years. And I haven't got one of these correct. My GCSE and my A-level media has just gone down the drain.
Alright. Here it is. Your last one.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'll go back to the beginning in a minute.
Let's do it all again. I'll get them all right.
Maybe. I'll be surprised if you got it wrong again. Right.
Ooh.
Okay. Man spends 6 days crawling London Marathon dressed as a gorilla. And this is from the 29th of April 2018.
Okay.
So, a man has spent the best part of a week crawling the London Marathon wearing a giant gorilla costume. Tom Harrison, who goes by the clever name Mr. Gorilla, raised £26,000 for charity. Afterwards, the father of two said, "I'll be glad to get that costume washed, as it's getting a little bit fruity. I think I've started to smell a bit like a gorilla."
Oh, ha, what a dad joke.
Dad humour.
Love a bit of dad humour. I don't even trust my own instinct anymore. I don't trust my own thought process.
Go against your instinct, you know?
But I don't know which one's against my instinct.
Oh.
I mean...
It's gonna
Yeah,
hide
no, this
behind.
will be just gonna hide so that I don't get, not even gonna look at you because I'll just be like put off. What makes it even worse is that you were like, "Oh, it's gonna be a really fun, easy game. Just guess whatever," and I was like, "It'll be fine."
That's what I thought it would be.
If Jake does any better while he's watching this, I've got to hand it to you. These are hard.
Oh.
Well, they're not, but I think it's true.
You're saying true?
Yeah.
Oh, Rachel, you finally got one right! It's real!
Yes!
Oh, well,
Oh,
well done.
yes! I got one right!
And it was the last one,
no
you ended on a high.
No one's more proud than me. Oh,
I'm proud,
Brill.
Rachel. I didn't think you'd get it right after the rest of the...
Getting every other... The only thing is, my general knowledge and, like, my logic is so beyond, like, below average. And that's just what we've seen today, really.
That is exactly what we've seen today. So, no prize for you, I'm afraid.
No elbow clink.
I'm afraid not. But you got the last
Sad
one right.
times.
We ended on a high, so well done, Rachel. Thank you for playing. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. You know, all that jazz. That's too bad. You can't get one of these.
Oh.